Welcome back. This is your boy with Josie Sports Nation, where you get all the gossip, all the sports, and you get my take on things and a little bit of dumb stuff. If you haven't already, definitely hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that notification bell so you can see when my videos are coming out. What I want to talk about today is Brooklyn Nets reportedly paid for houses for stars, girlfriends, and side chicks. Let's go. Now what I want to talk about, this article is with TotalProSports.com. So according to the article, from the moment Kyrie, Irving, and KD turned Brooklyn into a new super team, the Nets have embraced the culture of enabling their top players in order to achieve the ultimate goal of winning the NBA championship. Brooklyn signed DeAndre Jordan, Griffin, and traded for James Harden. James Harden, that was a real big piece to the puzzle. Shout out to James Harden. The Nets reportedly wanted to make sure that their stars are so happy, no pun intended, that they allegedly purchased houses for the women in their lives. Dan Le Batard Show, they talked about this. He said, can't knock the hustle. Now, this is according to Mike Ryan, a very high-ranking official with the Nets who had a lot to do with the money. Said basically, there's a blank check as soon as these guys get here. Whether that's buying girlfriend or a girlfriend on the side, a house in California for a week. Whether that's just putting up money for the boys and the homeboys and equipment for random-ish. There's totally cool with that. Just renting a house on the team dime. So they got a budget for the dumb stuff. These guys don't pay for a lot of personal stuff themselves. Okay, so it seems like the Brooklyn Nets team had an extra budget for the dumb stuff. And that's probably why they had a lot of COVID issues at the time when they had all these side hoes in these houses working out in their private areas and different things like that. Well, hey, I don't know, man. This has been going on for decades, man. You remember when Michael Jordan was talking about this in the documentary Let's Dance? The Last Dance? He said they was snorting coke in a hotel and allegedly and partying with women, and they were all married. You know, everybody called Michael Jordan a snitch for that, but that's what they do. You 70s, 60s, 80s. Now they got the budget to do it. I was reading Jordan Rules, and they had something similar there. Like the Bulls was like the Beatles. That was the first team that was actually flying on private jets. They said Michael Jordan had their own suites. They had their own massage places and stuff like that. Like you walk in, and this is according to John Sally. You walk into the room, and there's a chalkboard on there, and Michael Jordan, Dennis Rodman, and Scottie Pippen's name was already laminated on the paper. They had first dibs with the massages. Everybody else had to write their name in. This is just the culture of athletes. I remember watching the show The Game. It was the great depiction of what these athletes are doing. They have a whole organization of ways to get hoes and side chicks to the games. I remember I used to go to Detroit Piston games a lot when I was in Michigan, and if you look at the first rows, it's nothing but women. You can tell that they were there, these athletes. They probably have agents assisting them and helping them get this. This is part of the budget. So yes, the NFL, NBA, any professional athletes, they ask a team for budgets for hoes. It's a shame because after their NBA career, 70% of them lose all their money. And a a lot of this is because of this stuff like this. See, when you're dealing with a rich athlete or entertainer, they feel like they can't say no, or they got a lot of yes people around them. They have a lot of yes people. Look at Prince. Prince was getting prescription drugs that he shouldn't have gotten, and because he had a habit. Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson. A lot of people can't say no to them because they have the money, and it's their end of their demise because they destroy themselves. And in this case, a lot of these athletes have a lot of baby mamas, and when that money stops and they go on talk shows crying about why this woman is always after me, you signed up for it, messing with these hoes and these side chicks. Anybody remember T.O. when he was on that talk show? I can't remember what talk show it was, but he was crying. Like, please get your hand off my neck. Get your hand in my pocket. He had so many baby mamas, and every baby mama he had was getting at least $200,000 or something crazy like that. It might have been more. It was between $100,000 and $200,000. I don't know if it was a year or it couldn't have been a month, but this is what happens. You wonder why you're not winning. And when people don't care because you old and you no longer in the limelight, then they throw you to the wolves. And then you go get on a podcast and talk about all the stuff that happened, chatty patting and trying to get money on social media because you're struggling. It's a shame, man, because these people become millionaires at an early age, man. Athletes get whatever they want since day one. Once they're 8-9 years old and people see potential in them, then the wolves come out. The AAU coaches, the single mom, and you look at African Americans, 3 out of 4 don't have a dad in the house. 25% of these women are not married. So they may have clout chased in the 80s and the 90s and got some tall athlete. Everybody's trying to chase the bag, these athletes, and they just cheating on their wives. You wonder why these women are so bitter, huh? It is a total shame. But those are the perks of being an athlete. You don't have to go to school if you're in college. A lot of them people read on a 4th grade level. Only, less than 1% make it. And then when they get there, these billionaire companies just give them whatever they want. Think about what happened to Magic Johnson. He said he used to go to the Playboy Mansion and he would have so many orgies while he was married. And then next year, in 1991, he's sitting there saying he has a disease. Wilt Chamberlain said he messed with thousands and thousands of women. So, again, I think it's a distraction. I think, especially if you're getting married, I don't think you should participate in that. But it's just interesting that these reports are coming out now that they should have an extra budget for the dumb stuff. Hey, maybe some women are with it. I don't know. Tell me what you think about this video. Put your thoughts in below, and I'm out.